Hey everybody, Steve Moore here, owner of Run More, this fabulous brick and mortar running shop located in Westminster, Maryland. I wanted to take a moment today and answer a question I get asked quite frequently, not only on our YouTube comments, but from people in the shop and such. We have people that will say, I found this shoe, I love it, I went out and bought a bunch of pairs of it. Is that a good idea? Or I'll have somebody came in that said, I had a shoe, I loved it, I bought a bunch of pair, I've run through it, it's been 5 years and I haven't actually been fitted for a pair of shoes. All I know is this certain model. Is this a good idea? Is this the way that I should be sort of finding that perfect shoe and staying in that bubble? And there's two reasons why I think that's a bad idea. The first being is shoes really aren't meant to be sort of put in your basement for a long time. Just like anything else, they do deteriorate, even if you're not using them. The glues that they're using in this do break down over time. The rubber inside of these do break down over time, unless you're really keeping them in a perfect air climate with the boxes open, flowing through the shoes as they're supposed to be intended. They're going to break down, so you're going to get a half-life the longer that you go and you let these sit. Your 500-mile shoe might only be 400 miles after 6 months and could be less and less and less. So it's important to kind of keep up with newer models and newer technology because the shoe is going to perform that much better. One of the other reasons why, and this was sort of explained to me years ago, and I think about it frequently, somebody equated glasses with shoes. And I forgot what the medical personnel and their background was, but it stuck with me. And they said, they asked me, did you ever wear glasses? And when I was a youth, I did wear glasses. And I said, yeah. And they said, did you ever notice that in the morning, your eyes were pretty bad and you put your glasses on and you go about your day. And at nighttime, you took your glasses off. You felt like you were 10 times blind. And I remember having those days when I was younger when I'd wake up and go, I don't need my glasses today. I can see pretty good. But I'd put my glasses on and go about my business. And then I did take my glasses off and I'd go, who the hell was I fooling? There's no way I can get around without my glasses. I was so reliant on them. And during the day, you become more and more reliant on your glasses. Well, that was sort of what the way I was explaining to me about shoes, is that if you find that shoe and you get 10 pairs of them, your foot becomes reliant on that specific mold of that shoe. That arch placement, that drop, that midsole material, you sort of become stuck in that rut and your foot becomes adaptive to just that shoe. And what that does is when that shoe goes away or when you find a new shoe or that shoe just isn't available anymore, your foot feels kind of lost. You need to sort of start building in some of those secondary muscles. So typically what I'm trying to say when I'm getting somebody into a brand of shoe or some shoes is let's figure out a category you fall into and try a bunch of different things. You're somebody who overpronates severely. Okay, let's try a couple stability models. You need a high drop, a low drop. You're somebody who supinates. You're somebody who runs treadmill. Whatever you're doing, let's try to figure out where a brand or models of shoes are, and let's try a couple different things that way. It's not great to just get stuck in that rut because that's all you'll ever know. And by challenging your foot, going back to our category thing, we know that you need a high drop stability shoe, whatever that may be. You can pop around from brand to brand inside of that, and you can be challenging your foot in different ways. Maybe a 6 drop to an 8mm drop to a 10mm drop. It's changing your placement and it's keeping you adapting. Quite honestly, it's why we see a lot of people that come in with issues like tendinitis and such because they're running on the treadmill all the time and they're only landing in one spot. You're much better off going to the trail and finding some variation inside there because it's going to help develop some secondary muscles. And we sort of see the same thing when you get stuck in the same shoe. So, two reasons, big reasons on why you might not want to stick around with the same model. Your shoes are going to break down faster and you're going to get a lazy foot. You don't want to have a lazy foot, do you? No, that's not why you're doing this. Challenge yourself. Figure out what category of shoe you need to be in and play around with different levels of cushion and stability and height drop, but make sure that you're thinking outside of the box, no pun intended there, and be open to some other things out there because I promise you, if you get stuck in that shoe, and I'm holding this Asics Glide Ride 2 because I tried that with the Glide Ride 1 and it never was the same. It also just didn't have that same secret sauce as I went through box after box of it. I couldn't recapture that magic, and I found some other stuff that I liked even better than the original Glide Ride. So I guess I'm just saying, keep your eyes open, keep your mind open. Don't get stuck in that rut of just finding that shoe and being so sort of lazy-minded as well, and to think that this is the only shoe that'll ever work for you. I promise there's other great things out there. The technological advancements in shoes since I opened my store 9 years ago is amazing. And so jump on board, find some new stuff, get out there and see what else is out there in the exciting world of shoes, because I promise you there's something out there that works just as good, if not better, than the shoe that you've got 10 pairs of in your basement right now. Hope that helped, and if you found this exciting and engaging, do me a solid and give us a like and subscribe. It certainly helps us find new people out there. And go ahead and give us a comment down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can if you have any shoe-related questions. And if you find yourself in the greater Westminster, Maryland area, stop by and say hello. We're here all the time. Happy running, and hopefully we'll see you around town.